Have you ever noticed how some people live in your mind even though you never talk anymore? It is among the most peculiar experiences in life. Someone fully occupies your mental space, and between the two of them, zero communication exists. No texts come, no calls connect, no conversations take place. Still, that one person occupies your inner world continuously, popping into your consciousness from morning until night. Their presence greets you each morning as your first waking thought. Throughout your daily routine, their memory surfaces during quiet pauses. When night descends and calls for sleep, their face, their essence, or just the feeling of them returns once more. This is confusing. Why would someone who is absent from your life take so much space in your mind? Why does your consciousness save them when there is distance and silence between the two of you? Well, here is what most don't know. If someone stays in your mind with no contact whatsoever, that isn't an accident. There is deeper meaning here. It uncovers truths beyond surface-level interaction. Let's consider what this really means. 1. Emotional residue that remains. Everyone who affects you emotionally, from the most romantic intimacy to deep friendship to a brief, meaningful encounter, leaves behind lasting impressions. Human neurology is naturally disposed to cling to emotionally laden experiences. When someone elicited powerful emotions in your heart, such as joy, passion, love, hurt, or confusion, the consciousness will continue to replay that connection, since emotions literally engrave themselves indelibly into neural pathways. The communication may stop, but the emotional signature remains. This is why you can't stop thinking about them. This means that person has left an emotional fingerprint in your heart, and your consciousness continuously revisits there, trying to understand, relive, or resolve it. 2. Incomplete chapters between spirits. Often, the fact that you can't seem to cease thinking about someone indicates that there is still something undone. Maybe the relationship ended suddenly, maybe meaningful words weren't said, or maybe true feelings never rose to the surface. Silence doesn't erase what feels incomplete. Instead, it makes your head cycle back, moving in circles toward resolution or an explanation. Your mental patterns become mechanisms for sustaining the bond, even after reality has severed direct interaction. In other words, consciousness denies the ending, for your spirit feels there are still more chapters yet to be written. 3. Evidence of deep unconscious linkage. If someone steadfastly occupies a place in your mind without you communicating, then it could indicate a deeper link, that is, an unconscious bridge between both of you. Have you ever noticed how sometimes you're thinking about someone and then suddenly, out of the blue, they contact you? Or even something as crazy as feeling like their situation has changed without any logical explanation? This is not coincidental. Scientific communities call this intuition. Spiritual traditions term it energetic resonance. When two spirits are connected, no amount of physical silence cuts that invisible cord. Your awareness picks up on their vibration, and it instigates thoughts even when there isn't any apparent communication. 4. Reflection of your inner state. Another reality exists. When someone dominates your thoughts, it sometimes speaks more about your state than theirs. It means your feelings have stayed alive. You may feel love. You may feel longing. You may feel healing. That person becomes a symbol of what you desire, what you've lost, or what you need. It doesn't mean they're thinking about you. Perhaps it means you have unresolved emotions. Your thoughts are like mirrors, showing what your heart is truly longing for. 5. Manifestation principles at work. The universe runs on weird rules. One of them is that whatever you give your attention to has a tendency to expand. When you cannot stop thinking about someone, you're infusing them with strong intention. This can sometimes pull them back into your life through less than predictable channels, maybe via unexpected messages, coincidental meetings, or vivid dreams where they play the starring role. Your persistent focus acts just like magnetic force. Even in silence, you're indirectly interacting with them through intention. This is why so many people believe the constant thoughts of someone can mean that you are on their minds too. 6. Tension between logic and emotion. When you constantly think about someone without any sort of interaction, it usually means your emotions and your reason are in combat. Logic says, let go, forget them, there is no connection anymore. Emotion, however, whispers, wait, this person is still important. That's why they feel so heavy in your mind. The absence of communication does not kill emotional involvement. In fact, silence makes the longing cry out even louder. It means emotion still holds on tightly when the external factors have no reason to do so. 7. Hidden lessons within the connection. Sometimes someone keeps coming into your awareness, but your spirit is trying to teach you through them. Not every connection is about the relationship in a conventional sense. Some are about evolution. Finding yourself thinking about another when you have no contact may be your sign that you are supposed to cultivate patience, adopt acceptance, or learn self-worth. They could also represent a stage in your journey, an encouragement, an injury, or a teaching. Your mind will continue to present these before you until you absorb them fully. 8. The mystery of mental transmission. There are numerous reports of individuals being aware of each other's presence without word-of-mouth communication. Lovers, friends, and even family members who happen to be separated by distance often claim to have thought about each other at the same time. Some refer to it as a mental connection. Others explain it as invisible bonds born out of affection. When a person stays in your consciousness everlastingly, that may mean your energy frequencies remain attached. You are transmitting and receiving information sans language. The silence outside camouflages the wordless dialogues passing inside the consciousness. 9. The transcendent interpretation. From mystical perspectives, continuous thoughts about someone with whom no contact is made may mean their soul and yours are traveling together this lifetime for a purpose. You could have a soul contract, a fate that has tied you together. It won't always reveal itself in a romantic fashion. It might be karmic previous lessons unresolved, which come forth now as thoughts and feelings. Until that karmic balance reaches a balance, that person will stay within your awareness, signaling that the journey with them isn't complete. 10. Your action steps now. So the practical question emerges. What actions do you take when someone permanently occupies your mind through silence? First, observe truthfully. Know what they represent. Love, pain, hope, hurt. Your response explains why they remain. Second, seek closure. If you can, touch base. If you can't, write down your feelings. Let go in meditation or prayer by creating something. Third, do not resist. Resistance to these thoughts paradoxically amplifies them. Instead, acknowledge the thought and gently redirect your awareness toward tranquility. Fourth, use personal growth. Turn this into an opportunity for evolution. Let their memory inspire you to more effort, deeper love, and fuller appreciation of your own life. Fifth, trust in divine timing. If they're meant to come back into your life, they will. If not, life will slowly balance out obsessive thoughts with new experiences and new people. Closing thoughts. When someone stays consistently in your mind with no contact, it means the connection is still alive through memory, through emotion, or through energy. It doesn't mean they are always meant to stay in your life, but it does mean they have touched your soul in a place where silence cannot erase. So, instead of fighting off those thoughts, welcome them as confirmation that you have the capacity for deep feeling and your heart works vibrantly, and that life is showing you those invisible threads that join people to one another. And sometimes, thinking constantly about someone is simply how deep connection proves powerful and unforgettable. This is psychology wisdom. If you like exploring the hidden dimensions of consciousness and emotion, please like, subscribe to Psychology Wisdom, and turn on notifications so you never miss insights that could change how you see the world.